One of the most chilling and baffling cases in American history is the story, The Body on the Tracks, the 1987 deaths of Kevin Ives and Doane Henry in Alexander, Arkansas. In the early hours of August 23, 1987, a Union Pacific cargo train was barreling through the dark woods of Bryant, Arkansas. The engineer spotted two figures lying motionless across the tracks. Despite slamming on the emergency brakes, the massive train could not stop in time. The victims were 17-year-old Kevin Ives and 16-year-old Doane Henry. They had gone out late at night to go night hunting in the woods. When police arrived, they found a strange detail. The boys were lying perfectly parallel, partially covered by a green tarp, with their arms at their sides. The state medical examiner, Dr. Fahmy Malek, performed the autopsies. He made a shocking and controversial ruling. The boys had smoked too much marijuana, fell into a deep psychedelic stupor, and fallen asleep on the tracks. He ruled the deaths accidental. The boys' parents, particularly Linda Ives, refused to believe this. They knew their sons were experienced woodsmen who would never sleep on a train track. They hired their own private investigators and pushed for a grand jury. The case was eventually reopened due to public pressure. A second autopsy was performed by a panel of out-of-state experts. Their findings completely dismantled the first report. They found that one boy had been stabbed in the back before the train hit him, and the other's skull had been crushed by a blunt object, possibly a rifle butt. As investigators dug deeper, a terrifying theory emerged. It was rumored that the boys had accidentally stumbled upon a high-level drug drop. During the 1980s, the nearby Mena Intermountain Municipal Airport was allegedly a hub for smuggling operations involving cocaine. Witnesses began to come forward with fragments of information. Some claimed to have seen a man in military fatigues in the woods that night. Others spoke of the train man, a mysterious figure who supposedly haunted the tracks. However, witnesses often turned up dead or disappeared. The green tarp mentioned by the train crew at the scene mysteriously vanished from the police evidence locker. Furthermore, the boys' clothing, which could have held forensic clues about the stabbings, was destroyed by the medical examiner's office before it could be retested. In 1988, a grand jury officially flipped the ruling from accidental to probable homicide. They concluded that the boys were killed elsewhere and their bodies were placed on the tracks to mask the murders as a tragic accident. Yet no one was ever charged. Over the decades, the case has become a centerpiece of Arkansas folklore and conspiracy theories. It has been linked to political scandals, Dixie Mafia hitmen, and corrupt local officials. Despite multiple investigations, the blue wall of silence remained unbroken. Today, over 35 years later, the case remains officially unsolved. Linda Ives spent the rest of her life seeking the truth, filing lawsuits against government agencies for withholding documents. The tracks in Alexander remain a somber site of one of the most haunting wrong place, wrong time mysteries.